Happening today, state lawmakers are meeting to try to push forward the state budget, which is now more than a month overdue. What resolution state lawmakers could come to by the end of this week. Two shootings happened within minutes of each other in Lancaster. Now police asking for your help with both investigations. And looking live in Lancaster this morning, wow, the Sunday is off to a beautiful start, and it should be a really nice day to finish off the weekend. News 8 Today starts right now.
This is coverage you can count on. WGAL News 8 Today starts now.
Good morning, everyone. 6 o'clock here on Sunday morning. I'm with Mary Ellen Pan talking about this weather because for August, can't
get better than this. Yeah, splendid day in store for us today to close out the weekend. Get out and enjoy it if you can. We're looking at lots of sunshine today as we check out the impacts the next 3 days. Definitely we need those sunglasses because the sun is going to be bright, wall-to-wall sunshine, and more importantly, still comfortable today. So good news there. Tomorrow the humidity starts to creep up a little bit. It will be warmer, and then it is going to be hot on Tuesday with temperatures approaching 90 degrees, and you will feel the mugginess as dew points return to the 70s. A gorgeous shot here. Sun hasn't come up just yet. In about another 15-20 minutes, you'll start to see it over the horizon, but it's going to reveal blue skies today, and that's about it because it's going to be a pretty sunny day. Temperatures right now, 55 in Lewistown, 51 in Landisburg. We have 59 in Gettysburg, 60 in Harrisburg and Elizabethtown, mid-50s there in Ephrata. So a nice cooler than average start this morning with very comfortable conditions. Look at these dew points, low to mid-50s. That is refreshing, and we'll take it. High pressure just dominating our weather, keeping things nice and quiet and bright. Temperatures will climb into the mid, maybe even upper 80s this afternoon, so a couple degrees warmer than yesterday. Each day gets warmer and warmer. I'll talk about when those 90s return. Again, we'll go over when you'll start to really feel that humidity building in across the area, and our next rain chance in the 10-day.
Sounds great. All right, thanks, Mary Ellen. Well, starting today, state representatives are meeting for a 2-day vote to help move forward the state budget, which is now overdue by more than a month. Senate Republicans also announced yesterday that their chamber will be meeting this week as well, saying that they would like to ensure that essential services are paid for even with this budget impasse stretching into a second month. Some members of the Senate GOP leadership have suggested that a stopgap budget could be voted on. Now, funding for public and mass transportation has been a big sticking point between House Democrats and Senate Republicans. The proposal would increase the amount of sales tax revenue that transportation agencies get each year. Many of those agencies, like Rabbit Transit in Harrisburg and SEPTA in Philadelphia, say serious reductions in service or fare hikes could be on the way in the months or even years to come if they don't get more state funding.
These are essential people that need these routes to get to work and provide resources that support our economy. It's also helpful for our most vulnerable amongst us to get the services that they need.
Now, even though accountability measures which are backed by Republicans in the state legislature are part of this legislation, some GOP senators say that designated so many taxpayer dollars on a permanent basis might not be the best decision for the state's financial future. Happening today, Governor Shapiro will be joined by public transit leaders and riders, and they'll be visiting the SEPTA headquarters in Philadelphia to push state lawmakers to pass funding for mass transit. He'll be speaking at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Tomorrow, Harrisburg Treasurer Dan Miller is expected to make an announcement about his potential candidacy in the city's mayoral race. Miller lost to incumbent Democratic Mayor Wanda Williams in the May primary by just 80 votes, but he did get enough Republican write-in votes to earn the Republican nomination, allowing him to appear on the ballot against Williams if he so chooses. Well, he has until tomorrow to decide if he wants to officially become the Republican nominee for Harrisburg mayor. To Lancaster now, where two shootings happened within minutes of each other, and now police asking for help. Officers were called to South Pearl Street just before 3 o'clock yesterday morning for a shooting when they found a man who had been shot. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, while officers were responding to that shooting, a second shooting was reported on St. Joseph Street. Officers found a woman who was shot inside a home. She was also taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. In a statement to News 8, Lancaster City Police told us in part, our investigators do not believe the incidents are connected or that they were random acts of violence. Police in Baltimore are investigating a shooting that hurt a 5-year-old girl and 5 adults. Baltimore Police Commissioner Richard Worley said in a news conference that the 5-year-old girl was shot in the hand. She is expected to be okay. 4 other men and 1 woman were also shot, one of the men in critical condition. Their ages range from 23 to 52 years old. A resident spoke to our sister station in Baltimore about the moment that he heard what he described as a rapid noise.
So I was listening to music over with headphones. Something I heard like a rapid noise, and I realized something happened, but I was like, let me dismiss it. And then all of a sudden I heard sirens, saw lights flickering against the wall, decided, hey, something's up. So I went out, started looking around, and I saw a lot of response for medical and police, fire, and all that.
As of this point, no other information about the shooting has been released. In York County, the West Manchester Township firefighters put out a house fire there. This fire started just after 9 o'clock last night on Hanover Road near Wolf's Church Road. Other roads near that home were also closed as crews put out the fire. 10 people safely got out of their duplex in Lancaster County after a fire started there just after midnight on Saturday. The fire was in the first block of Cinder Road in Providence Township. The Quarryville Fire Company says the flames were in the basement and spread to the first floor. They say the fire was electrical. An annual backpack drive was held in Lancaster County yesterday for the first time since one of its founders passed away. Matthew's Mission was started 4 years ago by Matthew Kofroff Jr. He passed away last August while kayaking in the Yellow Breeches Creek. We talked to his mother, who told us what it means to hold this drive now in his honor.
It means a lot to be able to give back, especially in Matt's name and Matt's honor, because that's all he was about. He was a very giving, genuine, selfless little boy, and he wanted to give to people as much as he possibly could, and it's a really great feeling that I can continue that for him. So
his spirit lives on. Matthew's Mission has provided more than 850 backpacks filled with school supplies to students and families in need. The Harrisburg community saw a culmination of 8 weeks of hard work yesterday. The Rock the Block happened on Market Street. It was the capstone for a group of kids learning the fundamentals of project management with the Black Pastors United for Education group. The event brought out neighbors for health screenings and haircuts. Also, they had a cornhole tournament and face painting.
I'm super proud of the students for helping to bring the community together today. We need to be together. We need unity.
You start seeing them work with each other, and now you see their graduation project, if you will. So it's good to have 8 weeks come together and that we're executing for a great thing for the community.
Now, before the event, the students worked with the Environmental Teen Corps to clean that part of Harrisburg. An Eagle Scout project unveiled in York. Take a look. Cameron Sands from Boy Scout Troop 248 restored a walking tour of Civil War graves in the Prospect Hill Cemetery. There was a ceremony at the cemetery you see here yesterday morning featuring Cameron's troop and a speech from a Civil War historian.